What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $1,400 third stimulus check update as we're nearing the finish line, as we have big news today on the timeline of the $1,400 third stimulus check, as well as details of what will be in the $1,400 third stimulus check package. Remember, this is an entire package. There's a lot more than just the stimulus check in this bill, with actually some kind of interesting things that will be in this bill that we may not have heard of before. Along with, the White House has an announcement on vaccines and the amounts of them going forward, as well as House Speaker Nancy Pelosi giving us brand new details about the $1,400 third stimulus check package, when to receive it, and what to expect going forward. And I'd like to say thank you to today's sponsor, Policy Genius, that just might save you money. Policy Genius is America's online leading insurance marketplace, where you can search for life insurance all in one place. By using Policy Genius, you can find the best price and save the most money by comparing costs from all sorts of insurance companies. You can get quotes from many different companies all in just a few minutes. The great thing about Policy Genius is you can apply for quotes, compare prices, and apply for your policy all online. I use Policy Genius myself, and it makes getting the best price life insurance super quick and easy. You could save $1,300 or more by using Policy Genius to compare life insurance quotes. If the last year taught us anything, is that the unexpected could happen at any time, and we need to be prepared for what could happen. If you have family members that rely on you and your income, then you need life insurance. So head on over to Policy Genius today, where you could save 50% or more by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. So click the link down below in the description of this video, or visit policygenius.com/itsjimmy to shop the market and start saving today. The White House and President Joe Biden had a big announcement today regarding the amount of vaccines and how quickly we will have them going forward to try to help us get out of this pandemic sometime this year.
Just this afternoon, we signed the final contracts for 100 million more Moderna and 100 million more Pfizer vaccines. We're also able to move up the delivery dates with an additional 200 million vaccines to the end of July, faster than we expected. And in further good news, both companies agreed, and we're now contractually obligated to expedite delivery of 100 million doses that were promised by the end of June, to deliver them by the end of May. That's a month faster. That means lives will be saved. That means we're now on track to have enough supply for 300 million Americans by the end of July.
So the White House has secured an additional 200 million vaccine doses, which is for 100 million people with 2 sets of the vaccine. And the U.S. has now secured enough doses to vaccinate 300 million people, which is almost the entire population of the United States. Also, surprisingly, the CDC has come out with new guidance that says fully vaccinated people don't need to quarantine if exposed to COVID. Although other recommendations to slow the spread of the virus, like wearing masks and social distancing, still applies. So yeah, somewhat of a mixed message here. On stimulus, a new poll shows that the majority of Republican people in the United States back the Democrats passing the third stimulus check package of $1.9 trillion without any Republican support at all. This is actually pretty shocking, because there's not a single Republican in Congress at this point that has voted yes on the preliminary voting of the $1.9 trillion stimulus check package that the Democrats are going to pass without any Republican support at all, and will include $1,400 checks for adults, $1,400 checks for all children, and this time around, adult dependents and college student dependents are going to receive the $1,400 stimulus checks. In a new poll by the Hill and Harris X, showed that about 6 in 10 Republicans approve of the Democrats using the reconciliation process to pass the third stimulus check bill, even as Republican lawmakers criticize President Biden and their Democratic colleagues for pushing ahead without Republican approval. Unsurprisingly, 94% of Democrats also approve of the reconciliation process, and 68% of independent voters said they approve as well. Now, they're probably going to end up using the reconciliation process and the reconciliation cards to pass the fourth and fifth rounds of stimulus going forward. This is just the first of President Biden's administration. This surely won't be the last, as they have already announced the next stimulus check package called the infrastructure package, which will have multiple different rounds of stimulus in there, as well as this bill is called the Build Back Better package. They've already announced this will be coming after the third stimulus check package, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says they are already working on that bill behind the scenes. Remember, they have all sorts of different subcommittees and aides that write these bills, and House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says they're already starting to work on the fourth stimulus check package after this, the Build Back Better package, because, well, we don't want to wait months on the next one either. Also, in the third stimulus check package, veterans are going to get billions of dollars in healthcare funding from the third stimulus check package. A House committee voted to back $13.5 billion in healthcare funding for veterans. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said he is, quote, working hard to include President Joe Biden's minimum wage hike in the coming third stimulus check package. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi said her chamber will advance the bill with the $15 an hour minimum wage included. Now, although this could be changed, none of these details are really set in stone until they officially pass the third stimulus check package. Nancy Pelosi said in a press conference that we covered in the previous video that the $15 an hour minimum wage is included and it has passed on the subcommittee level, meaning that the subcommittee that wrote the bill that includes the $15 an hour minimum wage has passed it, and it will be in the third stimulus check package. Nancy Pelosi says, quote, we're very proud of that. As I've said, 27 million people will get a raise. 70% of them are women. Nancy Pelosi also gave us really big news today on the timing and the date on when to expect the third stimulus check package. She says that they're aiming to pass this before February is over. So basically, within the next 2 weeks, we could have the third stimulus check package officially approved, signed, and on the president's desk and start sending the money out ASAP. Now, for a lot of Americans, that will have meant you got a $600 stimulus check in January and the third stimulus check bill approved in February and going out shortly thereafter. So we are making progress. We'll have 3 stimulus checks done and in the bank, and then can start working on more, such as the fourth stimulus check and the fourth stimulus check package. Included in the third stimulus check package is monthly stimulus payments up to $300 per child for children ages 6 and under, or under 6, I should say, and children ages 6 through 17 would receive $250 per month, what they're calling now the monthly stimulus payments, which is an expansion of the child tax credit that used to be $2,000 will now be $3,000 for children ages 6 through 17, increased from $2,000 to $3,000, but they will pay it to the parents on a monthly basis that is $250 per month, and for children under the age of 6, $3,600, which will be a total of $300 per month. So, yeah, monthly stimulus checks for parents with children under the age of 17 is in the third stimulus check package. That is really one of the largest and biggest news that we've gotten here over the past week. Well, also along with the $15 an hour minimum wage, because as Nancy says, 27 million people will be getting a raise on the minimum wage. Now, remember, the minimum wage does not go up to $15 immediately. That's a common misconception. This is from the standalone bill for the Raise the Wage Act of 2021, which was proposed by the Democrats in the House and the Senate. So it's very likely that this will be very close or will be the final numbers that come out. So when they pass the third stimulus check package, immediately minimum wage will go from $7.25 on the federal level to 9.50. So if your state is over 9.50, it might not go up immediately, but about half of the United States, or well, maybe a little bit more, has their minimum wage at under $9.50. I think it's around 40% of the US has the minimum wage at 7.25 alone. And as you can see here, this goes up about $1.50. Well, it starts off at 2.25 per year going up, but then it goes from $1.50 up per year, and then eventually slows down to $1 per year to when we get to $15 an hour by the year 2025. And for tipped wages, such as restaurant servers, would also be at $15 an hour by the year 2026 and 2027. So they would get minimum wage and theoretically tips, unless tips drastically change by the time we get to 2026 and 2027. What's interesting is for youth wages and 14C wages, where and when this applies, will also reach $15 an hour by 2025 and 2026. I'll scroll down here because I might be in the corner. But as you can see, all these different categories will reach $15 an hour by 2025 or 2026 or 2027. Now, let's not make a mistake here, is that this could be changed. Really, any of these details can be changed until it's set in stone and passed. Then anything could be changed. They will be keeping you updated. If they get a single Democrat in the Senate, such as Senator Joe Manchin from the Democrat side, to say no, then they're going to have to revise this bill. Currently, Senator Joe Manchin said that he's not really in favor of $15 an hour. He's more of in favor of a minimum wage hike up to $11 an hour, which would still be about a 50% increase from the current $7.25 minimum wage. So if Joe Manchin says that he's not willing to say yes to the whole package because of one provision in there, such as minimum wage or anything else, then they won't be able to pass this bill because they're going to need every single Democrat, all 50 in the Senate, to say yes. And then the tiebreaker vote will go to the Vice President Kamala Harris, who will use her reconciliation card to pass the bill with the reconciliation rule, which requires 51 votes to pass in the Senate, which will be all 50 Democrats. Theoretically, all 50 Republicans will say no, and then the tiebreaker vote will go to the Vice President, Kamala Harris. If they get a single Republican vote, then that's the 51 votes also. Normally, you need 60 votes to pass this in the Senate without the reconciliation process. And fortunately, we don't have that because in preliminary voting, when they went to pass the initial parts of the reconciliation package, well, we didn't get a single Republican to say yes, either in the Senate or the House of Representatives. So they're going to need every single Democrat to say yes. I will be keeping you updated on that when the voting starts, as well as the details that are coming out on the third stimulus check package. We're getting new details by the day, and the amendments and the changes that they're making, as well as the other things we cover on this channel, such as student loan forgiveness, mortgage and rental assistance, which is going out now. If you haven't seen that, I'll cover that in an upcoming video, or you can go back and look at the past previous videos, because you can get your mortgage or rent paid for up to 12 months by these stimulus packages. We also cover student loan forgiveness, Social Security increases, the third stimulus check, and we'll be covering the fourth stimulus check package coming out after this. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. Remember, new videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., 8 p.m., and 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can click this top video here to watch my newest stimulus check videos next. And this video over here is about the student loan forgiveness and the $200 per month raise on Social Security. Both of those are very possible things that could happen in the future. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.